guys, welcome back, Beards and Bolters, and welcome to Rapid Fire. This is our little community area where we're going to talk about a lot of the things that are going on in the 40K world and how they could affect you coming up. We've got my buddy Rob here today, along with Josh. We're here to talk to you about a couple things coming up in our world. How you guys doing today?
Awesome, man. It's GW is pumping out the shenanigans as typical, and it's so much news, man. I feel like you could be we could have a news ticker for GW, and I would appreciate that.
It's a lot.
So
I'm doing great as well, and dude, it's so much, and we've got even more coming up later in the week.
Yeah. Oh no, this weekend's gonna get crazy. It's gonna be crazy rapid fire next week, I'm sure. We're probably gonna have to figure out how we're gonna handle that one.
Maybe even do a special rapid fire LVO rapid fire edition.
Might be a good option. We'll see. So, starting off the bat, we're going to kind of split it off into two of the main camps. We know we were talking about Tau and Eldar. So, Josh, why don't you go ahead and start us off with what's going on with some Tau?
Sure. There's so much news. There's leaks flying around everywhere. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on what Warhammer Communities released, which is mainly because I love Devilfish. I always have. I played Tau back in the day, and they released some news today or yesterday, and it's really cool. They've really built in the two war philosophies for Tau, so you can be, they have the armored aggression and the tactical disengagement. Basically, be super aggressive or like kind of wait and jump on your prey. So you can. It's basically a 9-inch move when you start, or go off into strategic reserves. You get a cool stratagem to disembark, either in the first turn, second, or third, if you're Montka, or if you're Kayun, which is the trap everyone phase, or philosophy. He comes in the third, fourth, or fifth, and there's a cat saying hi to me. It looks like they're gonna have the infantry for Tau finally be able to move around like they should. And do some cool things. But the other coin for troops as well for Tau is Kroot. And it looks like you can have an entire Kroot army, which is super cool. I know some people that were super sad when the Kroot army disappeared from Forge World. But it's back. It's just baked into your Tau Codex now, it looks like. And they are looking good. The entire army, we got a 9-inch scout move. Basically, it looks crazy awesome.
Yeah, that looks like they're going to be a super, it's just a redeploy army pretty much. It's just, yep. You got turn one. Guess what? I'm going to redeploy everything behind this obscuring now. So because I didn't get it. So yeah, that's
crazy fun is what it looks like.
Looks good.
So yeah, go ahead.
No, good.
So I'm actually a little stoked about Avatar of Khaine. So there have been some rule posting. These are leaks, so we don't know what's going on. We don't know if this is an official thing. But from what we're seeing, it looks like the Avatar of Khaine can, one, bring a ton of thunder in the form of Walking Doom, his shooting attack, and just a ton of attacks within his actual big sweeping blow and piercing strike. My big thing about him, and the worry that I have with him, has to do with the fact that he's got two things kind of going against him. One, he's going to be a character, which is good, you would think, but he also has 14 wounds, so that means he's targetable. And that kind of puts him in that Logan Grimnar territory for me, which scares me because Logan's trash. Somebody walk me off this plank.
I think he looks... the teaser for the model looks awesome. I know it's blurry, but so far it looks great. But on the rules plank, I think it looks really tough. That is a doggy.
Sorry about that.
No. I'll reboot. No, I think it looks really tough. And I think it might surprise it. I think GW's been really good with the new rules so far, for the new codexes at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and they really like the hero hammer. Apparently, all of a sudden. and the big beefy characters. So we'll see.
They do, but they don't. It's weird. It's like other factions that would be that way didn't get it, but these ones did. We'll see how it goes. I personally am all about the idea that everybody should have a big, flashy model that lets anybody in any faction have a model that they can go full hobby on, which I really like. I actually think that's great about Age of Sigmar. And I think it'd really be cool to pull over here where every army has some big thing they can put in.
I think GW did a great job incorporating the fluff into his actual rules. Like, say, like he's ignoring the morale, like troops around him ignore morale, troops around him get plus to their charges. Like, he's like this he's a god to them, and he is inspiring, and it really shows up in his rules, and I really like that. And it is a bit of a carryover from 8th still. So I'm excited to see him on the table as an Eldar player. Like 20-man Guardian squads around him, auto-passing morale makes me A-okay.
As a Ynnari player, I'm a little happy. I'm hoping that they're going to do something similar with the Avatar of Ynid, so that we'll see similar kind of rules where he's a character, but he's still targetable, and he can do some stuff, and shrug off some wounds. Hopefully that's the case, too.
Oh, think about the interaction where he dies, so she can pop up, but then he resurrects in the same spot as well.
I don't think they're going to let you do that. I think what's going to happen there is it's going to be that there are 2 different sub-factions, and you can only take 1 sub-faction now. So, I think that might be a thing.
But if he's in your... But you could make him, I guess, like a Ynnari? Because if he's...
No, he can't. He, as it currently is, Avatar of Cain is not acceptable in the Ynnari army.
Oh, bummer.
So, it'll probably be... The dueling avatars is probably not going to be legal.
Unfortunate. It would be a whole lot cooler if you did, G-dubs.
So we actually have 2 more topics I want to discuss. One of them was a little bit of a surprise for you, but it actually came off of what we were talking about with Rob. We want to talk a little bit about, is it worth it from some of these investments that we've been dealing with. The first one we're looking at is Warhammer TV. Is it worth it? Go, talk to me about it.
Warhammer TV. So we're actually about at the 6-month mark of when that released. But back in early August, I think. When you first signed up, you got access to a limited edition model that you get at the end of your first year with subscription. It's $5.99 a month, or $59.99 for an entire year, and that's American dollars for this. And it's gotten either rave reviews or hate reviews. And I understand why, because a lot of people are only in one part of this hobby. Like, if you're a Warcry player and you only care about Warcry, like, they have stuff on Warhammer TV for you. A lot of people don't know that. They just put a battle report on there for Warcry. I don't care about Warcry personally. I've never even played it. But, like, they're trying to do... They're just shotgunning out GW content on there, and it's too little for everyone, I feel like. It's a lot of GW... A lot of players, like all of us, like we do a lot of lore stuff. A lot of us read books or listen to Audible. We play battle reports, and I like the cartoons and stuff on there. That's really entertaining, but, like, I think everyone on this channel primarily only cares about 40K. And the amount of 40K content on there, medium. The amount of AOS content on there, not a whole lot. And you do get access to the army builder for that. For $60 a month, the amount of content they're putting out, I don't think it really warrants it.
$60 a year.
$60 a year, excuse me.
Yeah.
$60 a year, I don't... Like, I probably watched Angels of Death, 5 times. I probably watched every single Hammer and Bolter thing, 3 or 4 times. Could your hobby dollars be spent better? Maybe. With Battlescribe maybe dying, maybe getting the GW thing that's the Battlescribe maybe dying. That's another video for another day, you guys.
Yeah, I haven't even heard about this one. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So, click on that video later. But yeah, I honestly, I don't, for the casual hobbyist that's only, if you're just into Warcry or you're just into AOS, I don't feel like it's worth it for you. If if you're in the hobby already and you're just like, I already got the app, and I'm like, and you've got like 6 armies, yeah, go ahead, whatever. You're already in GW's pocket. You're in it to win it, buddy. But outside of that, I don't think the $60 a year is for what they're putting out, because the last couple videos they put out, they've been trickling out like original content, and they've been supplementing it with commentary about the videos that they put out by the people that made them.
That's like watching a Clips episode of a sitcom.
I don't like. I know some people love that stuff. I have a couple friends that live for that. They're like, oh, did you see what John said about that? Oh my god, it's like
That's a cool thing, but it's not worth it's not the primary product. I think is what you're saying.
No, put that out as a supplement. Like, do that to drum up more business, but put out the cartoons, the stuff that people actually want to see. Like, and that's my biggest gripe with them is.
Now, you see, my biggest gripe with it is that they should 100% have all of the chapter approved information in there. Everything of chapter approved. You shouldn't have to buy that book. You should be able to be part of Warhammer Plus.
At least the points.
Points. I even want the new system. Everything that involves, to me, the living core rulebook should exist on that period.
I've
There should
never
be no reason to have to look up fact after fact. I should just be able to look up core rulebook. Here it is, right at Warhammer Plus.
I mean, they've been trying to entice people into it by saying like, if you sign up for it, you get a chance to win a Gene Stealer Cult army or a Blood Angel army. They've been doing that to try to drum up the thing, but I don't think it's working very well for them, and I think they're in trouble. Maybe the live action Eisenhorn stuff might bring some life into that when that comes out in 2 years, if they can make it that long. But we'll see what happens with that as well. Yeah. I just jumped into like 8 different topics at once. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Tangents.
I think the idea is... Go ahead, Josh.
I was just gonna say I think it's still a little too soon to tell, in my opinion. They're a streaming service that they really didn't have enough content, I think, when they released. But you're basically getting the same cost of those models are nice. We're gonna get at the end of the year. I'm subscribed to it. That's why I subscribe to it. I think those will be nice. The end of the year, the level of content they have, like if at the end of the year they release like a Astartes 2, and it's awesome, then all of a sudden I'm like, well, that was worth it. I get that and a free model. Bam.
Yeah, 4th Vindicator. I needed the 4th Vindicator.
Yeah. I don't have any, so it's
okay.
nice for me.
You can have my third one, and then you'll have 2, and I'll have 3, and then I'll be fine again.
Well, I feel like this is the great time to really. This is a question for you guys down in the comments. What do you think? Do you think Warhammer TV is worth it? Chat us up down there. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you've gotten value out of it. Maybe we're just not using the app correctly. Maybe there's some sort of hidden information that we can get there. Let us know what you think. Give us your comments, and that's what this is for. Let's start the conversation, and we'll see you guys next time on Rapid Fire.
And click like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you have any ideas of what you want to do, put them in their comments. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.